Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and welcome back to Why Mega Evolve. Now, earlier last week we talked about Mega Hitmonchan, and today we're going to be talking about Mega Hitmontop. But before we get started, let me just give you guys a brief explanation of what this series is about. Now, every week I'll be picking two Pokemon that either need a Mega Evolution, deserve a Mega Evolution, or I want a Mega Evolution for. Now, this is based off my opinion alone, and no one else's. Now, if you guys do not like my opinion, then please post your own opinions in the comment section down below about what would you keep, what would you change, and etc. And at the end of every video, I will be telling you guys which Pokemon we're going to be talking about the following day. So with that said, here is Mega Hitmontop. Now, we've already talked about Mega Hitmonlee and Mega Hitmonchan, and I told you guys that we were going to be talking about the Hitmon Pokemon for the next couple of weeks, and we're finally on the last one, which is Mega Hitmontop. Now, out of all three of them, Hitmontop is the most bulkier out of the three, which I honestly, like, in my opinion, like the most, like, stat-wise, just because, like, when it comes to like competitive play, I like using a lot more bulkier mons and have like either setup moves or just like go all offensive with like a very bulky set. Now that's what I can actually do with Hitmontop. Usually what I do is max out its HP, its physical attack, give it like an impish nature or an adamant nature, and then give it like the last 4 in its special defense, and then put an assault vest on this thing, and this thing's pretty much good to go, because with the intimidate ability, this thing will be very, very bulky until your opponent either switches out or they just pretty much sack off the Pokemon. But regardless, out of all three of them, like I said, Hitmontop is the bulkier out of the three. Now, as my favorite, I like Hitmonlee the best, and I probably like Hitmontop the second best. But regardless, like I said, I wanted to talk about all three of the Hitmon Pokemon, and this is the last one. So as you can tell from what I've done to its stats, I did increase everything, but left its special attack alone at base 35. Once again, there's really no reason for me to actually increase nor decrease its stat, because the base 100 stats that a Mega gets, it was just perfect for Hitmonlee, or Hitmontop, excuse me. So I really didn't need to add on or just decrease it or whatever the case may be for its special attack, so I just decided to leave it alone. Now, for its physical attack, I increased it from base 95 to base 120. Now, obviously, Hitmontop's supposed to be, I wouldn't say the least offensive out of the three, considering that all three of them are very offensive physical attacking wise. I mean, they all get access to Power Punch, if I'm not mistaken. But besides that, what Hitmontop's job is to pretty much always run Rapid Spin and get rid of the hazards most of the time. If you can't, oh well, but that's like his main job when it comes to like adding him on the team, well, at least in my eyes. But then at the same time, you need other moves besides like Rapid Spin and stuff like that, and usually you run like Close Combat, Mach Punch, Bullet Punch, Earthquake, Stone Edge. I mean, there's a lot of other moves that Hitmontop can get access to that you can't run for like coverage or whatnot, but I think at base 120 for its physical attack is very, very good in my opinion for a very bulky mon like Hitmontop. And I have a feeling that if its Mega Evolution ends up like this, it will be bumped up. If I'm not mistaken, it is in RU. It will get bumped up to probably, I can actually see this mon being somewhat probably in UU or BL, like between OU and UU. I can see it being around there, but I just decided to actually increase its physical attack to base 120. It's a very, very powerful mon once you actually have a chance to use it. And with the Technician ability, this thing is just going to be going hard on your opponent. Now, for its physical defense, I increased it from base 95 and 120 to 120 as well. I mean, there's like I said, it's morely a defensive mon, and Hitmontop does get access to Intimidate before Mega Evolving. So what you can do is that before Mega Evolving, it could be like Mega Mawile. It's Mawile gets access to Intimidate, but when it Mega Evolves, it loses its Intimidate ability and gains access to the Huge Power ability. So that's what I kind of did with Hitmontop, because like I said, it's a very bulky mon, so you can run like max HP, max physical defense, and like the last 4 in special defense, and you're pretty much solid as a very like offensive mon. Or a bulky mon that can be offensive, because without any really physical attack investments with that kind of set, Hitmontop still hits pretty hard even without the Mega Evolution. But once again, if it does get bumped up a couple tiers, or people try it in like OU or whatnot, Talonflame is still going to be a thing, so Brave Bird is still going to hurt a lot. But with a -1 in physical attack because of the Intimidate ability, because of the Intimidate before Mega Evolving, it is going to be able to live at least maybe 1 or 2 hits. But once again, at base 120 for its physical physical defense, it is going to be a very bulky mon to actually be able to switch out into, even onto super effective moves sometimes. It just depends on what Pokemon it's coming from, but I think base 120 for its physical defense is very, very solid. Now for its special defense, I increased it from base 110 to base 130. Once again, I actually increased the Hitmon's Pokemon special defense from base 110 to base 130 because they are exactly the same, because that is their highest attack stat. Well, I wouldn't say their highest attack stat because Hitmon, if I'm not mistaken, Hitmonlee's base attack's 120 if I'm not mistaken. But once again, they all share one stat, and that's their special defensive stat. So I just decided to increase it the same to base 130. Once again, it's still going to be a very bulky mon. I mean, a base 130 special defense, it's still going to be very, very specially bulky, even without really much investment in it. Kind of like how you would do with Goodra. Like, you have its special defense is through the fucking roof. You max out its HP, its special attack, slap an assault vest on that thing, and you're pretty much solid. I mean, granted, it's gonna be a mega evolution, so you can't run an assault vest, but just think about it. Like, if you decide to run like especially defensive Hitmontop, I mean, that's also a possibility of what you can actually imagine, like how bulky this thing can be. So I think base 130 for all three of the Hitmon Pokemon is going to be very, very decent. So that way, like Psychic and like Hyper Voice and Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast, and all that, it won't be able to take it as well, but it'll at least potentially maybe be able to take at least one of them. But anyways, like I said, base 130, a very good stat to actually have for its special defense. Now for its speed, I increased it from base 70 to base 100. Now, it's not that Hitmontop's supposed to be all that fast. It's supposed to be a bulky mon to be able to take hits, and with the tier that it's in now, it still can take hits. But I would like this thing to be a lot more faster than it was, because sometimes, like, I remember, if I'm not, I do remember when we were doing the RU tier, if I'm not mistaken, that Hitmontop was in. I remember that I thought I outspeed a couple of Pokemon, and Hitmontop was a little bit slow, a little bit short on like speed. So I just decided, you know what, for its Mega Evolution, I was going to increase it a little bit, and I decided to make it at base 100, because then that way it's like it's gonna be very, very fast. It's gonna be like, I wouldn't say a very fast Pokemon, but you kind of understand with like once you hit like base 100s, then that's actually pretty decent as well. So I decided to increase its speed to base 100. That way, if you decide to run like a very, very offensive Hitmontop with like max attack, max speed, and like a Jolly Nature or something like that, you are going to be very, very good. And then yeah, that's it for its stats. So as a regular Hitmontop, its base stats at 455, and with the Mega Evolution it's going to be at 555. And fun fact, if I didn't say this or not, but all the Hitmon Pokemon have the same base stats. It's just their stats are kind of just mixed around a lot. But anyways, for its ability, I decided to give this thing a Technician ability. Now I know a lot of people are probably going to say, well, if this thing is going to be a bulky mon, why don't you just give it the Intimidate ability? Well, hear me out. I wanted this thing to be somewhat offensive while also being bulky at the same time. And what I mean by offensive while being bulky at the same time is that with the defensive stats that Mega Hitmontop I've given it, with base 120 in physical defense and base 130 in special defense, this thing is going to be able to eat up some hits. Now, before Mega Evolving, it does get access to the Intimidate ability, so it can be like Mega Mawile. Mawile gets access to Intimidate, and so does Hitmontop. So what you do is that you send out your Hitmontop, get the Intimidate drop, and then Mega Evolve. That way you'll be a lot more bulkier. And so that's what I wanted to do for Hitmontop, and then also give it the Technician ability, because the Intimidate and Technician are abilities that both Hitmontop get access to, and I think Technician is a great ability on Mega Hitmontop. That way, like Bullet Punch, Mach Punch, and those type of moves will actually do a lot more damage because of the Technician boost. So I think Technician is a very good ability for a Mega Hitmontop. You can argue that I should get Intimidate, but I think Technician is the better suited ability for this Mega Hitmontop. Now, for its typing, I left it alone as fighting. Once again, there's no reason for me to actually add on another typing. If I was going to add on another typing, it probably would have been either Dark, Ground, or Rock. But once again, I left it alone. There's no reason for me to actually mess around with Hitmontop's typing. It's perfect as it is. It's only weak to like a couple of typings. Actually only 3 typings if I'm not mistaken. flying, and psychic, and that's all it's findings weak to, if I'm not mistaken. But once again, like I said, I just decided to leave it alone. But with all that said, there is Mega Hitmontop. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Now, there are the Hitmon Pokemon. I hope you guys enjoyed those 3. I've been wanting to talk about them for a while now. And so the next Pokemon we are going to be talking about later on the line this week is a Pokemon that I'm surprised I haven't talked about yet, because I kept telling myself that I wanted to talk about this one, and that is Mega Stoutland. So yes, coming up on Friday we are going to be talking about Mega Stoutland, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. So this is White Boy for the win, and I'll catch you guys later.